Everyone wants to get rich, but nobody wants to put in the hard work to know how to get rich. In this video, I am going to tell you how to go from 0 to 1 crore in the next 5 years. And I am going to give you simple steps that you can follow in order to get there. I'm going to explain this with my own example. Follow this video till the end to understand my strategies to go from 0 to 1 crore. So let's get started. Guys, before we move on, a humble request. A like and a subscribe would mean a lot to me. It would indicate that I should keep making such videos and it is valuable to you. So please do consider giving a like and a subscribe. When I started my professional career, my salary was 21,000 and some change, and I was staying in Bangalore. I would send 10,000 rupees back home, and after paying the rent and transportation, I would not have anything left by the end of the month. Now, this carried on for the next 2.5 years, and in this time, I was introduced to the stock market by one of my colleagues. So I created a brokerage account and I started investing money into the stock market. I started investing in penny stocks because I thought that if I had large quantity of them and if they grow by a small amount, then also I will get a very big return. But to my dismay, most of the money that I had invested in those penny stock disappeared over time. Well, the moral of the story is don't put your money in things that you do not understand. You will end up losing hard earned money over time. Coming back, I realized that I needed to increase my earnings in order to increase the capital that I invest, and then that capital can grow itself. In order to do that, I started working on myself. I started learning new technologies, new skills, and I started upskilling myself. And over time, I switched through multiple different jobs, and finally, I landed my biggest breakthrough when I joined Goldman Sachs. After I joined Goldman Sachs, my salary was at par with the top engineers coming from IITs and NITs. This is when I was able to save more money and I was able to invest more money. Guys, this is when my savings actually started to grow. I realized a very important lesson. Your returns will come via compounding, and compounding takes time. Now, in order to supplement that compounding, you need to pour in more capital, for which you need to increase your income. In order to increase your income, you need to first invest in yourself. Learn a new skill, learn a new technology if you are in the IT domain. If you are not in the IT domain, find a niche, find a skill that pays a lot of money, where there is a lot of demand. For example, editing videos. A ton of people are now making YouTube videos and there is a dearth of good editors. If you are a skillful editor, there is a lot of potential out in the market for you. Go to websites like Fiverr, go to websites like freelancer.in, guru.com, and you will find a ton of work that can supplement your income. Again, if you are in the IT domain, learn a new skill, learn AI, move to a higher paying job, and then invest that money and make it grow. Moving to the second step. Guys, back in the 1990s, it was not very difficult to earn 13-14% return. You know why? Because the FD interest rates were 13.5-14%. Now, that FD rate is somewhere close to 6.87%, that too on the higher end. So, in order to make your wealth grow, in order to compound your wealth, you need to invest in assets that generate higher returns. This is where investing comes in. You need to invest your money properly so that it grows. Inflation doesn't eat up your money. So if you tally back to my story where I started investing directly in the stock market without any knowledge, you should not make that mistake. Here's what you should do. If you do not want to put any effort into investing, just go buy an index fund. Historically, our stock market has given returns of 12 to 13% year on year, and an index fund is one which traces that growth. Now that we have established that we need to increase our income and we need to get a steady gain of 12 to 13% per annum, let us break down how we can earn 1 crore and how we can save 1 crore. Earning 1 crore is rather simpler than you might think it is. Let's say you are a video editor and it takes you 8 hours to completely edit a video. for which you charge 10,000 rupees. You would need 1000 such projects in order to make 1 crore. So even if you just work 8 hours a day, in 3 years you would have made 1 crore. Now if you adjust the variables a bit, if you increase the price or maybe decrease the number of projects, you can still attain that number. And we didn't even take 5 years. Now let us talk about saving 1 crore. So I did this calculation. If you want to save 1 crore in the next 5 years, you need to save 1,20,500 every month, considering your expected per year return is 13%. So if you invest 1,20,500 rupees per month at 13%, you would have attained 1 crore in the next 5 years. Now, if you increase the expected returns, you can decrease the monthly investment. So guys, I hope this video has added some value to your life. A sub to the channel would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much and happy learning. I'll see you in the next one.